Good evening, students. Good evening. Welcome all of you. Welcome to the class. Kiran, Swapnil, Kushbu, Sai Varun, Suresh, regular Suresh, Gautam Rana, Mehtab. Welcome all of you to the class. So, how are you, students? Following random variables, and I hope you practice the problem I gave you. Right. Great going, all of you. So, Vardhan, welcome to the class. Pratik, Harsha, hi. How are you? Chalo. Today also will be at a very basic level discussion. That is, today it will be majorly about a CDF and a PDF. We understood what is CDF in the last class. We'll understand what is PDF in today's class, and we'll be trying to do some problems. Okay. So, welcome all of you to the class, students. Just review of what we finished in the last class. Just look at a quick review of what we finished in the first class. So, just have a look at it. Just a minute, changing the screen mode. Yeah. Hi, Sid. Welcome, Sid. Yes, all of you joining me. Welcome. Hi, Sham. How are you? Sham following? Chalo. What is the review of what we had so far? I mean, what was the review of class 1? Review of class 1 last week, last Monday. Vignan, Kartikeya saying hi. First of all, thanks a lot for yesterday's support in the YouTube class. You've given me a very good support in yesterday's YouTube class where there are 120, more than 120 people joining me live. That session was very close to my heart because I did it, just to clarify your doubts. It was not 100% a planned session where I wanted to tell you something. I wanted to answer your doubts. But next Sunday, I'm going for a very planned session in which I'll tell you what are the skill sets EC students will be needing. This next Sunday session, it is just to tell you how can you go beyond just GATE, ESCs and competitive exams and software jobs. Because EC students compromise in life either with software jobs or they compromise with government jobs, ESC or GATE. But I wanted you to have a very different world of electronics waiting for you, which is opening in the last 10 years. It's a real different world opening for electronic students. Those who know that openings, they're very comfortably placed. I want to discuss that in the next YouTube class. Very planned class it will be. Surely you'll enjoy that class. So join me for that. Sure. Okay. It's not exactly semiconductor industry alone. It's even semi software also. It's not only semiconductor industry. I mean, I want to just tell you what are the options in cyber security, what are the options in VLSI, something like that actually. So, hi Ashutosh, hi. So look at the review of the class 1 students. The first class I taught my students what is the meaning of random variables. Yes, exactly. All those things you can actually, Pratik. Jyotisha, that class will be in YouTube class next Sunday, 10:15 p.m. Right? And any further details, you can follow my Telegram channel, just like you followed this class now. You can follow my Telegram channel, or you can just put me on my WhatsApp also. My Telegram channel is VSRS22. Either you can follow me on WhatsApp or you can follow me on my Telegram channel, whichever way it's comfortable for you. Even in WhatsApp, no groups, because for me all students are equal. So no groups, nothing. Only I send information. You can ask doubts. It's only one-to-one communication. Chalo. Last class I taught you what is random variable, or I was trying to teach you random variable as some sort of an functional requirements, functional necessity of learning probability. It's some way of learning probability. It is assigning every possible event with a number, or it is using a function for an event. This is the importance of random variables. Then afterwards, I went on busily with teaching what is CDF, capital Fx of x. I was busy teaching what is continuous random variables. So this is what we finished in the last class. What is random variable definition? What is cumulative distribution function? Cumulative distribution function is only for continuous random variables majorly, because we need to know probability in a range, not probability at a point. Probability is defined in a range rather than at a point. In the process, I thought I gave you a small problem to analyze. I gave you a small problem to calculate. So look at that problem once, students. Look at the problem I gave you to analyze. In the last class, I gave you a problem fx of x is equals 1 minus e power minus x by 2 with the x anything from 0 to infinity, and it is 0 elsewhere. The question was, is this a valid CDF? Is it a valid CDF? Suresh, regular Suresh, you're almost right, no doubt. But is that the only check or any other check has to be there? So first of all, Vicky, you said it's not a valid CDF. Gautam Rana, don't know what you told. Vardhan, I remember you asked me the same question. So I want your feelings now. Harsha, it's not area under the curve. Suresh, that's not the, okay, Suresh, okay, yeah. Suresh, that's okay. I think you already told it. Sid, FX starting and ending, I could not get it. You check the starting and ending, okay, but others? Okay, Jyotisha. It's valid because it is from 0 to 1. What about that increasing function that Suresh, regular Suresh is saying? So let's check it, students. Let's check it. First of all, checking for lower limit fx of minus infinity. Fx of minus infinity means, Vicky, fx of 0 only. Because Vicky, the lower limit is 0, not minus infinity. So minus infinity means lower limit, Vicky. It's not necessarily the physical minus infinity. So that if you check this, e power 0, so 1 minus 1, that's coming to be 0. So lower limit satisfying. Lower limit, it is satisfying it. Chalo. Come to the upper limit. Upper limit, it is fx of infinity. When you put fx of infinity, it is virtually infinity because it's going from 0 to infinity. So that's fx of infinity. When you put it, that comes to be 1. That's upper limit. Neha, what is it icon? High or wait or doubt? Because in my class, for doubt, you have to put this icon. For wait, this icon. Wait means अगला स्लाइड पे जाने से पहले. तो अगले स्लाइड पे तो नहीं जा रहा हूं मैं, शायद वो हाई हो सकती है. Whatever it is. Yes. Pratik, lower limit. Pratik, where is your probability starting from? 0 से. तो लोअर लिमिट को हम टेक्निकली माइनस इन्फिनिटी बोलते हैं, बट यहां पे प्रोबेबिलिटी लोअर लिमिट कौन सी है? 0 है. सो डोंट पुट फिजिकल माइनस इन्फिनिटी. लोअर लिमिट का मतलब 0 से शुरू है. सी व्हेन आई टॉट यू, आई सेड fx of infinity is upper limit, fx of minus infinity is lower limit. But infinity and minus infinity corresponds to the range of the probability, random variable, range of the random variable. So यहाँ पे 0 है lower limit, तो वो मैंने सब्स्टिट्यूट किया यहाँ पे. So that's e power minus 0, 1, 1 minus 1, 0. Got the point? So lower limit पे substitute करने से 0 आना चाहिए. That's the point. But ये दोनों ही properties नहीं है. दूसरा तीसरा property भी है. What is the third property? It should be an increasing function. It should be an increasing function. So how do you check for increasing function, students, now? You have to check for the increasing function only by the derivative. So इसका derivative check करो. और अगर इसका derivative या slope positive आया तो पक्का increasing function है. So therefore, let's check for the derivative. Can I go to the next page, students? Can I go to the next page? Vicky, what is this that you have sent? Something you have sent me in the image, 1 minus e power minus infinity. Just don't worry, Vicky. I hope you got it now, lower limit. I think you should send it. So if you go to the next page, students, watch it carefully. What is d by dx of this fx of x? It is d by dx of 1 minus e power minus x by 2. So this is minus e power minus x by 2 into minus half. So e power minus x by 2 by 2. This is pakka greater than pakka positive. Yeah, Sid, you can say non-decreasing function. You can say increasing function. It's monotonically increasing function. So therefore, rate of change is positive. Means function is increasing function. Function is increasing function. Please don't leave the topic with 1 or 2 tests. You have to do all the 3 tests. Lower limit test, upper limit test, rate of change test. Then only you can take the decision. That is the decision I want you to take, students. You got the point, students? Any questions, anybody? So the function that I gave you is a valid CDF. That is a judgment I took after testing all the 3 points. Lower limit, upper limit, rate of change. Right? Shall we go with one more question, students? Look at one more question. I think I just got a small question. Yeah, look at one more question. Look at it. Can we go to the next question? Sure. This is slightly, simple, tricky question. Just checking whether students can understand from diagram or not. अभी ये तो मैथ्स करके आपने बताया मेरे को. This question you told with maths. Next question I expect you to tell it from the diagram itself. That is, given a CDF graph versus random variable x, is it a valid CDF? Please don't be in a hurry to answer. सोच समझ के आंसर कीजिए. The graph is something like this. This is fx of x. This is x. It is increasing up to 2. And here the probability or the corresponding value is half. Thereafter again increasing. This is 3. and this is 4, and this value is 1. यहाँ पे 1. Is this a valid CDF? Increasing function, lower limit 0, upper limit 1. Is it a valid CDF? Beautiful, students. Beautiful. It's not valid. Why is it not valid? Because discontinuous. It's not valid only because of discontinuous. It is not valid because here this probability is becoming 0 is meaningless. So how should this be valid then? अगर ये valid होता तो 2 to 3 कोई probability नहीं है, तो कम से कम graph should have been straight. Hi Badal, welcome to the class, Badal. So अगर यहाँ पे constant होता, it means the probabilities here are 0. Then it is valid. But given 0 there, no Mehta, piecewise also doesn't apply. You are not explaining what is the probabilities from 2 to 3. Because see, if there is a probability up to somewhere here, ये पूरा area add होना चाहिए ना. So what is the summary of the discussion is this: CDF should always be a continuous, non-decreasing, continuous function. No piecewise anyway. So therefore, discontinuity is not possible in CDF function. It's got to be continuous. It's not possible. So ये सब validity checks हैं. These are all the ways of checking the validity of CDF. Are you getting the point, students? Chalo. So these being your CDF things, CDF properties, I don't think we can do problems only on CDF. हम लोग problems करने के लिए we should reach to the levels of understanding PDF also. So PDF also, if you handle it, if you can understand PDF, then is when we can do problems. So let's go to some problems on PDF, or let's understand what is PDF function. Right? So ready for PDF function? Then we can do problems on CDF and PDF both. No, one more question, students. Just one more question I got, then we'll do it. One more question I got. Just let me get the question. Yeah, copy it on this question also. Then we'll go to problems on PDF. One last question. Look at this. Last question. Try to answer for this. If fx of x is equals kx square with x from 0 to 2 and 0 elsewhere, find the value of x such that p of x less than or equal to x is equal to p of x greater than or equal to x. You got the point? Find the value of small x such that p of x less than or equal to x is equal to p of x greater than or equal to x. Answer. This is also a problem purely on CDF. Value I want. Debabrata, Chaudhary, Pratik, and Suresh. Regular Suresh. Can you tell me K value, please? Can you tell me the value of K? Because without which I'm sure you cannot answer it. What is the value of K is important. And if you got the value of K right, then please calculate your answer also correctly. Yes, K value is right, students. Very good. Now Vardhan is correct. Perfect. This is the minimum time you are supposed to take. Vardhan, this is the minimum time anybody will take and then answer it. Devabrata, when you told one, I did not answer yes or no because that was too early to comment actually. मतलब थोड़ी बहुत time लेना चाहिए आपको. Sid, 1.41 root 2. Beautiful, beautiful, Gautam, beautiful. So did you get the logic, students? What is this P of x less than or equal to x means? This is fx of x. What is this equal to? 1 minus fx of x. All the probabilities beyond x, they are supposed to be nothing but 1 minus. So it means 2 into fx of x is equal to 1. Golak Bihari Mahta. Cube root nahi, square root. Why did you integrate this again? A CDF hai, Golak. Fx of x is equal to half. So I wanted that x value where it is half. You got the point, students? Not followed this, please ask me doubts in the next 20 seconds. Those who followed it, well and good. Not followed, ask me doubts now. This is my way of starting with the subject, so simple and so simple. Gradually, when we go to the subject, it will really get more interesting and more and more interesting. Even when I started EMT, 2-3 people felt that, sir, this is very low standard. Now ask them. After 8 days, first 2 days, really, people, I also felt it. It's too low standards. Now ask them. Now, in fact, I mean, they were all my students who have been for my offline classes. Actually, उनको लगा था offline से बहुत कम standard में जा रहे हैं. अब line integral का problem चल रहा है EMT में. So they are understanding what the seriousness is. चलो, students, अभी भी random variables में भी आप बहुत मासूम level पे हैं. You are at a level where we are very basic. So obviously it gets. Chalo, students, if you understand this problem, I mean this situation, fx of x is equals kx square from 0 to 2. When you substitute the lower limit of 0, it is 0. This is what is fx of minus infinity means. Well, when you put x equal to 0. What at fx at infinity equal to? Which is fx of 2 equal to, upper limit is 2. Which is k into 2 square. This should be equal to 1. So k is 1 by 4. So the first thing I expected from you is to get k, which is 1 by 4, which is x square by 4, 0 to 2. Now this being equated to 1 by 2, where is this occurring? That's exactly where I wanted. So x is equal to root 2 1.4. Why did you go wrong, Devabrata? You got it? Any doubts, anybody, students? So CDF is no doubt cumulative distribution function. And this cumulative distribution function is sum of all the probabilities. Up to that point, taking sum of all the probabilities. Now, before I go to PDF and give you some points about PDF, before I move on to PDF, I want you to discuss about signals and how probability is linked to signals. Because last class, I was not really in a serious mood to link probability and signals. मतलब मैंने ज्यादा probability और signals link करने की कोशिश नहीं किया last class में. मैंने एक आध maths example दिया. Look at how you link probability and signals now. Look at this question and try to answer. ठीक है? Shall we go to the next? Shall we go to the next point? Ready, students? चलो next question का आंसर बताने के लिए get ready. Random variable capital X is a voltage from a transmitter. Let random variable be the voltage from a transmitter. Right now the voltage is something like this. Right now the voltage is a function of time, V of t, and your random variable is this voltage. You're studying the probability of that voltage. That voltage function is a sine function to plus a naught to minus a naught. What is the CDF of fx of x? Answer this. I will accept it that you are perfectly following CDF. If the random variable is a voltage from a transmitter, if the random variable is voltage coming from a transmitter, and coincidentally if the voltage is a sinusoidal voltage, it's a sine voltage, what is the CDF of this voltage function? Sid, first time in my class you went wrong, but you're wrong only by 50%. Sid, now don't answer it, okay? Sid, you should have got it, now don't answer it. Let's wait for students to answer. Because I want my communication students here, all of you to learn that learning a concept through maths and linking to a situation is important. Mathematically, हर कोई probability पढ़ते हैं, but they don't understand why do they learn it for signals. Just testing the applicational skills. Gautam Rana, Regular Suresh, Vardhan, Kiran Kumar, Kushbu, some of the people whom I've got confidence and I can understand you. Because you've been my student some or other way and I've seen you very closely. I've understood your level. Sid, of course, I'm very, very sure Sid. Others, maybe I don't know you because it's my second class with you. आप लोगों की second class है ना मुझसे, तो शायद you don't know me, I don't know you. तो सचिन, मेरे को लगा कि सचिन कहीं ना कहीं मेरा स्टूडेंट है. ताली बजाने का मतलब सचिन पक्का मेरा स्टूडेंट है. सचिन should answer it. सचिन अभी बजाओ ताली. No, Prakar. No. Prakar, no. Okay. Students, let's not waste our time. Let's go with the things. First of all, let me tell you, how is the probability of this voltage or this random variable? Mehtab, yeah, you're there. I forgot you. No, Mehtab, no, Mehtab. प्रभुनाथ वीरेंद्र यादव, मेरी क्लास में कभी जीरोस कभी आंसर नहीं हो सकते हैं. In my class, very rarely I give a chance for zero answer. Mehtab, very good try. In fact, Mehtab, very good try, but just failed it. Mehtab, a really good try. Beautiful. I forgot you actually. Others, look here carefully, students. The first thing I want to tell you is voltage, random variable, Sid, how can CDF be a decreasing function? No, Sid, Vardhan, how can CDF be decreasing triangular? But you got it right by 80%. Let's look at it. You got it, Vardhan. You got it. Voltage called as random variable X goes from minus A naught to plus A naught. So what is the random variables x-axis and what is its probability? Probability of the voltage X. Okay, माइनस ए नॉट से लेके प्लस ए नॉट तक इसकी रेंज है, इसकी पॉसिबिलिटी है. So students, can you now tell me what is the probability of each of these voltage levels? यहाँ पे हर voltage level की probability क्या है? If you take at least one interval, one cycle, कम से कम एक cycle लीजिए. Look at one cycle. Very clearly, this value is repeating 2 times. This 0 is repeating 2 times. So every negative value is repeating 2 times. So every voltage is repeating 2 times in one interval because it is periodic. So when you consider the sinusoidal voltage, the probability of every voltage is equiprobable. So therefore, all voltages from minus 90 to plus 90, coming Vardhan, coming. From minus 90 to plus 90, or I think I should say, sorry, minus A naught to plus A naught, let's say like that. I'm really sorry. Minus A naught to plus A naught are equiprobable. Any doubts, anybody in this statement, student? Any doubts, anybody? Any objections? Not understood? Any objection, anybody? Take 10 seconds time. If you got doubts, type out. Students, you cannot learn the subject without applications. I'm not teaching your just blind maths. I'm not a maths teacher. I'm a communication student myself. So all voltages or probability of the voltage is equiprobable. So if you go for fx of x now, if you go for the CDF, मैंने CDF पूछा था ना, the CDF is obviously increasing function, linearly increasing function. So that sum of all the probabilities increases Here the value is 0 and here the value is 1. Any doubts, anybody, students? So probability of the voltages being equiprobable, this being equiprobable, the CDF is always adding the previous probability. Vardhan, triangular, I said, no, I could not really accept it. I was expecting the word ramp. Ramp function bola hota to sahi hai. You got the point? Sid, now you understood what I modified? Sid is also right, I know it. Pratik, sum of all the probabilities up to that point, ये होती है CDF. CDF is sum of all the probabilities. So यहाँ पे कुछ probability, add the next, add the next, add the next, add the next, and so on. You're adding the probabilities, na? So as soon as you add the probabilities, what happens? It is just an increasing function like this. Now, why is it linearly increasing? Why can't it be some other increasing function? Because it is equiprobability. So if you look at the probabilities graph, which you should not draw it, but you can say the probabilities are equal probabilities. So once you know that the probabilities are equal, your CDF, which is integration of all the probabilities, is a ramp function. Not followed this. Please tell your requirements, what you're not followed, because this is my way of introducing communication links to probability theory. This is my way of handling communications and probability. This is the way of understanding FM signal and AM signal later on. How the amplitude is constant and how the amplitude varies. Clear with this discussion, students? So CDF of such a sine function, is obviously a rising function, ramp function, because it is a constant probability for every value. Now, once again, look at this same situation, students. Look at the same situation once again. Now I think all of you will answer it very quickly. If noise graph versus time is plotted, what is the CDF of the random variable noise? If I draw the graph of the noise versus time, where you can see the noise power n of t versus time to be something like this. This is how you expect noise. Maybe let me just draw it. What is its expected CDF supposed to be? Same or is it different? What is the CDF of the random variable called as noise? If the noise graph is plotted for different times, what is the CDF, students? Come on. Not necessarily staircase type. This is almost the same function, but not necessarily linearly increasing. not necessarily linearly increasing, because there is more probability in some values. No, Yash Kumar, it's not impulse. It's not impulse. It's not impulse. It's Gaussian. In fact, it's Gaussian CDF. So noise is something which is slightly different because there is heavy probability in this range. Most of the time noise is in this range, rarely exceeding to these levels. These are rare values. This is rare value, rare. This is rare. This is rare. So this will be a non-linear function. This is a non-linear function. What I mean to say is, students, when you're just a minute. When you're talking with respect to noise especially, there is more probability in central values, less probability here. So here the CDF will be non-linear function, purely non-linear. So it is non-linear increasing function. This is my way of linking communications with probability. I hope you like it, students. I hope you understand my way of linking communication with probability. And later on, this is what I'll be doing for Gaussian noise, white noise, any advanced topic. You have to get back to this. I may be teaching random process tomorrow. I may be teaching noise day after tomorrow, anytime, any month. Your basics should be as clear as this. Okay? Chalo, let's continue today's class with what is PDF now. अब CDF समझ में आ रही है? So to do more problems, we need the knowledge of PDF. That is, let's look at today's class as a basic understanding of what is everyday students. I won't just teach maths. I won't just teach textbook problems. I'll link it to communications and day-to-day examples. Then is when you'll enjoy the subject. No doubt we'll do problems, but not blindly doing problems. Everything should contain some information. So let's look at what is probability density function. Students, you should always remember this. In continuous probabilities, in case of continuous probabilities, what is P of X exactly equal to X? When you got continuous probabilities where the random variables can take any discrete values, continuous probability means, where the random variable has a range, taking anything from A to B, taking real numbers, not integers. Students, what is the probability of exactly taking a value? P of X equal to X is always 0. Because the sample space is infinite. There are a possible conditions, picking one in that. So infinite sample space, denominator is infinity. So in continuous random variables where real numbers are possible, P of X is equal to X is equal to 0. What about P of X tending to X? How much is this? What about P of X equal to delta X? How much is this? That means what is the possibility of X taking a range of values close to X but not exactly equal to 0? Exactly equal to that. This will be pakka non-zero. Pakka non-zero, no? So random variable taking a exact value 0, but random variable taking a range of values is possible. So that means random variable can take a range of values. So how do you get these values now? That is, if you want to get P of X taking a range of values, can I go to the next page? Can I go to the next page, students? Copy it. You're copying down now. You're taking a systematic notes. I believe that you're writing all these things. Right. P of x less than x plus delta x greater than x equal to, also you can put it. Sachin, listen carefully. Sachin, you don't have to use the word integration actually, Sachin, because look at it. I'm asking you what is the probability of x greater than x but less than x plus delta x. Pakka, you will say it is non-zero, na? Now my question is, how much is this then? It is fx of x plus delta x minus fx of x. So probabilities over the range of delta x is always, probabilities over the range of delta x is always fx of x plus delta x minus fx of x. If you divide with delta x on both the sides, if you divide with delta x on both the sides, what do we get? Average probability at x, average, because you're dividing the probabilities by the length of the interval. Average probability at x. So I hope you understand this, students. This is the approximation of P of x tends to x. You can only go for approximation. Now again, if you ask me, sir, what is P of x equal to x? My answer is numerator is 0. My answer is numerator is 0. So therefore it is 0. But if you ask me x tends to x, in and around x ke aspas, I find the probability and divide by the interval. This is what we call it as derivative function. This is what we call it as differentiation. D by dx of fx of x. So what is this called as? Small fx of x. This is called as probability density function. Probability density function. Probability at that point. Any doubts, anybody, students here? Any questions, anybody? So if you want to get the probability at any point, we can only get the average probability by shrinking that interval to 0. That's called as differentiation. That's exactly what we call it as differentiation and shrinking it. So students, if you are following this point very carefully, you should have understood what is PDF, probability density function. Probability density function is derivative of probability distribution function, and it is something that will give you the probability at that point in continuous probabilities. Look at antenna radiating WR power. WR is the power radiated. Now around this antenna there are infinite points. Infinite points are there. So how much power each point is going to get? How much power each point is going to get? WR by infinite points, which is 0. So at every point around an antenna where there are infinite points, the power at every point is 0. But this doesn't make any sense. But if you divide by area of all those points, when you take an area of such points, 4 pi r square, what does this give you? Power density. So if you divide by the points physically, it is 0. But if you divide by the area, you get power density. Exactly, that is what I taught now. So welcome Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin, Russian Putin साहब, welcome to India. आप ही की बात कर रहे थे हम लोग. Welcome. We were just talking in our EMT class today. There was somebody with the name, क्या नाम था उसका? Trump, Donald Trump. So then we were just discussing celebrities की कमी नहीं है. I found different names. Coronavirus भी आया मेरे क्लास में एक आध बार. Coronavirus. But the point was very serious at the time, so I could not really deviate. Density point was a very important point, so I just could not deviate there. So that's why welcome, Chali. So did you understand the word density? Whether it is power density, whether it is probability density, whether it is flux density, whether it is EMT, whether it is antennas, density is a very important word. That will give you the instantaneous value. Power density gives you the power at that instance. Instantaneous value is density. Chalo. Now, having understood this, students, what are the properties of densities? I mean, what are the properties of PDF? I mean, what will be the major properties of PDF then, right? Chalo, let's look at probability of PDF. Properties of PDF fx of x. The first thing is it's an average probability. So obviously its value should always be from 0 to 1. So average probability should always be 0 to 1. So it should always be from 0 to 1. Second thing, what is your integration of all the probabilities fx of minus infinity to infinity? What is this always equal to? What is minus infinity to infinity f of x? Huh? Come on, students, answer. Good. No, please stop it. Very good. It is 1 only when you multiply with dx. Just f of x has no sense. I was just, yeah, that's very important word. Because what is f of x is fx of x d by dx, na? So f of x is not probability actually. When you multiply with the interval only, it's probability. F of x is probability density. So when you multiply with d of x, yes, that is equal to 1. You're all right, students. You're not wrong. But did you get the point? So f of x into dx, when you do, that is actually probabilities in that interval. This is what actually I showed here also. When you multiply with this dx only, this becomes the probabilities there. Chalo. Next, third point. What is P of x1 to x2 calculated as? How do you get the probabilities in an interval x1 to x2? If you want to get the probabilities from any x1 to x2, what should you do? It is not subtraction of CDF. CDF होता तो subtract कर लेते थे. It is always x1 to x2 fx of x dx. Are you following this? Next, fourth point. What is P of X greater than or equal to X always equal to? How do you get the probabilities anything greater than or equal to X? In CDF, you subtract 1 minus. Here again it is integration x2 plus infinity fx of x dx. This will give you all the probabilities beyond x. So actually it is convenient to understand PDF, but we come roundabout by learning CDF. Conveniently it is correct to understand PDF because PDF is probability at that instance. Probability at that instance. But only when you learn CDF you understand this. You got the point? So can anybody tell me what will be the units of PDF? It will be probability per unit interval. PDF is exactly probability per unit interval. It is not exactly probability at that point. Probability per interval, per unit interval. That means f of x into dx, this has got the probability units. This is probability. Not f of x is not just directly probability. Getting the point, students? Are you understanding the discussion of why probability is very important for us? Chalo. Last thing. How do you determine all these things? I mean, my question is, how do you determine this function f of x? I mean, how do you decide which function, which function, which phenomenon or which random variable belongs to? So let me again ask two more questions. Like what I've asked you now. Like sine wave belongs to one category of probability. Noise belongs to another category of probability. So again, let me ask you two more questions and convince you how PDF is decided. What sort of PDF will suit for what? Let's have a look at it once again. That is, look at small example to understand PDF and types of PDF actually, because as you teach types of PDF. Given a baseband, that means low frequency signal whose probability versus frequency when plotted gives a dash PDF. If you take a baseband signal, students, and study the probability versus frequency, what is the PDF you can expect? So that you'll understand why you learn probability for communications. If you have a baseband signal, what is its expected probability for different frequencies? What is its probability for different frequencies? That is, given x is the random variable frequency, I want its PDF. I want its PDF. If your random variable is frequency, I want the probability versus frequency curve for a baseband signal or a low frequency signal. Students, probability is not an independent science. Probability is a part of communications. Prakar, I clearly mentioned baseband low frequency signal. Sid, and all my favorite students following me, you tell me the answer for this. I'll be happy that we are understanding things. Prashant, yes, no. Sachin, I asked PDF, not CDF. Prashant, and don't worry, students. My way of teaching will always be to make you think. आपको ना बहुत सोचना पड़ता है. So you are ready for that. That's why you're joining me, na? Students, the answer is answer बता दो. I'm waiting for Vardhan, Sid, Vipul, Neherwal, Sid. You're 80% wrong, Sid now. Vipul, Neherwal, beautiful. थोड़ी और सोचो तो आपको आंसर भी आ जाएगा. विपुल, it is just nothing but an exponential PDF, exponentially decreasing PDF. Sid, the Rayleigh exactly Rayleigh नहीं है actually. Sid, in fact Rayleigh सही होता तो मैं Gaussian भी accept कर लेता था. Rayleigh सही होता तो Gaussian भी accept कर लेता था. Vipul, beautiful. Look here, students. Look here. Look here. What is a band pass signal? Oh, sorry. What is a baseband low frequency signal? Something where there is frequencies from 0 to some f1. Right? So students, watch it carefully. When I said low frequency, when I said baseband, that means mostly 0 to fc. They are from 0 to some cutoff frequency fc. And in fact, students, even if it told uniform, sir, I would have accepted it. आप यूनिफॉर्म बोल दिया होता तो मैं एक्सेप्ट कर लेता था. But more than uniform, students, there will be heavy probability up to cut off lower frequencies. So obviously baseband signals जो होते हैं ना, their probabilities will be mostly like this. See, random variable x or frequency, random variable कहिए या frequency कहिए, versus the probability fx of x is most likely to be decreasing as and as it goes. And after some fc, the probability becomes 0. That's why low frequencies only there is heavy probability. So all baseband signals, when you study them in the frequency domain, it is exponential function. The previous two questions I asked you, they were when you study in the time domain. This is when you study in the frequency domain. So students, probability is useful to study signals in time domain as well as in frequency domain. That is the advantage of probability domain. Because every signal has two dimensions of study, time domain and frequency domain. Probability supports both the domains of study. That's why PDF, CDFs are very important functions. And later on, the statistics of PDF, CDF will be important to understand nature of signals. It will be important to understand correlation between signals. A lot of things you'll be understanding it. Yes. Got the point, students? Any doubts, anybody? Yeah. Pratik, you mean this case, na? Yeah. Pratik, it's a simple logic. See, Pratik, when I'm speaking, you know, I speak in my frequency. Let me say it's around 450 hertz. I speak in 450 hertz, which actually as a human I speak at 450 hertz only. But practically, when we say 450 hertz, I mean, if I'm not a human or if it is a general signal being sent, you send it something like 0 TC, then some 50 hertz, then again 100 hertz, then again 150 hertz, and then 200, and so on, let's say up to 250. Okay. So though I said 450, I generally stay myself in these frequencies such that these frequencies are heavily probable and these frequencies are less probable. When I'm speaking in these frequencies heavily and less in these frequencies. Because let's say this is E, I and all. This is X, Y, W and such rare things. So ये rare frequencies हैं और ये common frequencies हैं English में. So these common frequencies have heavy probability. Then we call it as baseband signal. So baseband signal is where the low frequencies from zero have heavy probability. That is called as baseband signal, Pratik. A baseband signal is where the low frequencies are more frequently repeated and these frequencies are rarely repeated. Okay? That's what is baseband. That's why its PDF is exponential function. Yeah, Vardhan, I'm just coming to your doubt. Won't it be near zero at f equal to 0 also? Because probability at some frequency between 0 to f. Yeah, probability. Yeah, that's what I think. You got it now. You got it. Yeah, exponential, because Pratik, exponential is the most common function. Exponential is the most common function and it is the most normal function in the world. Maybe Pratik, you're too innocent to understand exponential function actually. Maybe you'll understand it when I teach what is e power x, e power jx, then maybe you'll understand it. Exponential has a lot of meaning, Gautam Rana. Even you also don't know it. You'll understand it in second chapter when I come to EM waves. In EMT, you'll understand it. Okay. So exponential is actually a very common function. Now let me just wind up this discussion, students. Let me just wind up this discussion. In the same question, suppose if I had said low frequency, baseband, if it has said band pass signal, what is your answer? In the same question, if it asks there is a band pass signal and I want to study the probability versus frequency, that means I want to study the random variable frequency. Now what will it be? Band pass, Pratik, band pass, Badal. Not high frequency, band pass. Band pass. Vardhan. Exponentially increasing and decreasing. Good. That is what is Gaussian. That's Gaussian again. So what is a band pass signal, students? Band pass is where there is more probability around a central value. So band pass means, students, band pass means FC के आसपास, less than FC and more than FC, up to some FC plus F, up to FC minus F, there is more probability. This is called as band pass. That means the probability is heavily in and around FC. So when you say band pass signal, more probability close to FC, in and around FC, in and around FC. Gautam, got it? Then what is the answer? This is Gaussian distribution. Are you understanding probability now? Probability is not for cards and balls and such things that we learn in intermediate. पत्ते में से 52 पैक में से एक निकाला तो राजा आएगा कि रानी आएगा. It's not for that actually. Probability is always for understanding signals. And signals are always continuous random variables. They're not discrete. So continuous random variables, signals, to study them, we use probability densities, probability distribution functions. And of course, in the process, exams, complications, questions, वो तो जरूरी है ही. हमारी focus उस exam पे ज़्यादा होती है और ऐसे concepts पे कम होती है. You got the point, students? So next class, I think I'll also concentrate on the problems only. So now that PDF CDF is over, next class we'll look at problems. Only problems on PDF CDF. We can't go to statistics. We'll look at problems. Okay. So good night, students, all of you. Any doubts, you can stay back. Otherwise, we'll wind up. Good night. Thank you, students, all of you, for patiently staying. Thanks a lot. See you in the next class. Problems on PDF and CDF. Purely problems. Okay. Thank you. Good night. Bye. Bye, students.